Right. So, doing harm is, everyone knows what harm is. Everyone knows that harm
that's what's in question.
See, here we go.
That's literally what's in question, is whether or not everyone knows what harm is.
I'm trying to lay the foundation for my answer. If you let me get more than 3 or 4 words out, a few sentences at a time, Andrew, then this debate can happen. But you just want to overtalk me.
I'll give you a chance, Craig. Go ahead, 30 seconds.
Thank you. Right. So, as a collective, we can get together and say, what makes you unhappy? What makes you hurt? What stops you from advancing as a human? And that is harm. We can get a bunch of injured people together and say, how did that happen? This is harm. How do we stop these things? This is harm. What makes you unhappy? This is harm. And we can look at what makes that happen. You are trying to come up with a situation where harm can just be changed, and we can make harm not mean having harm. But that's not what secular humanism does, because as a society, as a collective as individuals, we would come up with to not do that, to make everyone happy. People aren't going to be happy if we do that. Secular humanism wants people being happy.
Okay, then Craig, I just have a simple question for you. When it comes to child transition surgery, right, we have a split on whether or not that's harmful. Who should I side with? Who should I side with?
The position of that is something that I wouldn't want to get into, because... am I allowed to get my thoughts out?
What about harm?
Yeah.
My harm!
I didn't say I wasn't going to. I would say it's something I wouldn't want to. But again, I'm not allowed to get my words out here. Right. So as a collective society, we would get together and see what happens. And that is going through changes at the moment. Personally, I don't agree with that, right? And the current position within secular humanists seems to be that allowing children to transition is something that causes harm. Right? That is the position that I personally hold when I look at the evidence, and what other secular humanists are saying is that allowing children to transition causes harm, because children are not at a place where they are able to make that decision. Their brain is not fully developed, and especially people with, if we look at neurodivergence, neurodivergence actually have a much higher percentage of wanting to transition and things like that, and that could be an effect of them being neurodivergent. So we have to look at individual cases, but personally, children in transition, because they are not ready to make that decision, their brains aren't fully developed until they're like the age of 25. So letting children do that before they have the ability to is in itself causing harm.
So then what's going on here, is just so you understand, I just demonstrated something very important to you. You said we know what harm is.
Yes.
Our collective experience demonstrates what harm is. Then I ask you a simple question. There's 2 different collections of people right now. One who believes that this is very harmful, and one, like you, who believes it's not very harmful.
And which one of those is secular humanists?
Which one of those? Well, humanists themselves disagree. Well, Matt Dillahunty, who's a humanist, for instance, is right as we speak probably sucking lady balls, right? Like that's actually true. So hang on, stop.
Matt Dillahunty isn't here, though.
Stop, bro. It's my turn, bro. My turn. Calm down.
Calm
down, bro. Calm down. It's my turn.
I'm not Matt Dillahunty.
Calm down.
Right?
I didn't say you were.
Right. I'm not going to run away from a debate.
I didn't say you were. I didn't tell you to run.
Okay?
I didn't tell you anything. Calm down.
Right.
So anyway, back to where we were. What I'm saying is, he's a humanist. You're a humanist. Clearly, you fucking disagree about this.
Does Matt?
Stop, bro.
Just ask a quick question. Does he say specifically that he thinks children should transition?
Craig, calm down.
I'm just asking a question. Is that what he says?
Yes, but anyway, calm down.
I don't think that's what Matt says.
Humanists themselves, okay? Humanists themselves disagree.
Which ones?
Stop, bro. Would you chill out for 2 seconds? They themselves disagree on even what a man is. They disagree on the prescriptions for children.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. And they disagree about all of these things within the very same framework you're talking about. The thing is like, that's fine. You can grant that humanists can disagree. As the peanut gallery was telling you, you can make the same criticism about the Bible. Theologically, people disagree all the time. Totally fair argument. What's not a fair argument is for you to say that it's logically impossible for us to redetermine what harm is under humanism. Of course we can redetermine what harm is under humanism. Why couldn't we? Why?
Because their collective experiences as humanity show us what harm is. And if we look at what has happened in the past with humanity, and we try to change it to go back to when it was harm, that would go against what secular humanism is. But to be clear, all secular, you are just lumping all kind of LGBTQ stuff as secular humanists. That's not just secular humanists that hold those positions. So you can be someone that is LGBTQ and not be a secular humanist.
I was demonstrating something, not making it about LGBTQ. I'm demonstrating that within this worldview, there's disagreement within it. That's fine, right? I'm not making that as a criticism.
But just to be clear, that's not a secular humanist view, though. That's just a human view.
Craig, I'm not making that the critique.
But you just did, though, Andrew.
No,
you made that critique in front of all these people. Why are you lying? You made that critique.
That I made was about harm, the principle of harm. I'm giving you an analogy to the principle of harm and saying, even if you say it's logically impossible for us to change what harm is based on collective human experience, that can't be true, because even we all right now share experiences and disagree about what is harmful based on those experiences. When you say that that's logically impossible, I need that actually demonstrated, Craig. That's what I'm saying to you.